Good morning, student. Today we are going to discuss about posture deformity and their corrective measures. Posture, it is the specific body positions. Postures means balancing the body in such a manner so as to produce least fatigue. If you have good postures, then there will be the least fatigue, least pain over the joint. Posture may be static or dynamic. Statics like sitting, standing, dynamic like running, walking, etc. What are the advantages of correct postures? Advantages of correct postures like attractive physical appearance. If you have good postures, then there will be then your appearance will be smart, good, good looking, charming, attractive. Your personality will be improved if you have good posture. Improve health status. Correct posture is a sign of good health. If you have good postures, then you will have good health and sound body. Psychological balance. Good postures helps to balance the body and mind. It's improve the activeness of mind and leads to optimum development, least strain and pain over the joint. If we have good postures, then it causes least strain and pain over the joint because good postures help to distribute the body weight equally over the joint. Improve social status. Good postures help to improve the social quality of a person's, like it's improve the social well-being of an individual's, improve the image of happy lifestyle, etc. Better functioning of body systems. If we have good postures, then our body system will functions efficiently and effectively. Improve appetite. If we have good postures, then there will be less stress over the abdomen. Improve our digestive organs. Our digestive organs will function properly. Reduce posture deformity. If we have good postures, then it's help to reduce various posture deformity like knock knee, bow leg, kyphosis, lordosis, etc. Better skill perfections. If we have good postures, there will be the perfection in our activity. Better selections of players. Good postures help the coach and teachers for better selection for various activity. Optimum physical efficiency. Good postures helps in optimum efficiency and fitness. Good body image. Correct postures provide good body balance. Moreover, the stability of a person's will be improved if we have good. Cause of bad posture. Cause of bad postures, it may be due to environmental factors, due to heredity, or any others health problems, etc. The main cause of bad postures, it may be due to accident. Due to accident, it may lead to posture deformity, disease, health problems like disease, illness, chronic sickness, etc. cause bad postures. Lack of nutritional diet. If the person does not take proper diet, then it leads to bad postures. Then it may lead to underweight, overweight, or lack of nutrition. Wrong posture habit. If a person has wrong posture habit during his sitting, standing, lying, etc., cause bad postures. Improper treatment. If the treatment is wrong or improper, it may cause posture deformity. Psychological stress. If a person takes psychological stress, tension, unbalanced emotions or behavior change, then it may lead to posture deformity. Lack of sufficient strength. If the person has less strength, if he has less muscular strength. Then also it causes bad posture. Age factors is also the cause of postures. As the age increase, our postures will reduce. It leads to bad posture. Poor eyesight. If the person has poor eyesight, then it causes strain over the head and neck. Our body will bend forward, which cause bad postures like kyphosis, bad shoes and clothes. If a persons wear a bad shoes without arts, without sole, or wear bad quality of clothes, it leads to bad posture. These are the some cause of bad postures. Now next is posture deformity. There are many posture deformities like kyphosis, lordosis, bow leg, knock knee, etc. Posture deformity reduce the efficiency of an individual. Okay, posture deformity, it reduce the efficiency of a person's and also cause many health problems. Let's discuss some posture deformity. First, knock knee. Knock knee, it is a posture deformity of the leg in which our leg are bent inward. The knee touch each others. Okay, look at the figures here. Just like in knock knee, the knee touch each others while walking or standing. Okay, in knock knee, our knee touch each others. Okay, there is no gap between the knee and there is a wide gap between the ankles. Knock knee, knee touch or overlap each others in normal standing. There is a wide gap between the ankles, etc. And the cause, what are the cause of knock knee? The main cause of knock knee is due to the deficiency of vitamin D, weak leg, obesity during the childhood, overweight, deficiency of calcium, heavy weight, rickets, etc. These are the cause of knock knee. Corrective measures. Knock knee can be corrected through Vrikshasana. Vrikshasana means balancing on one foot while the other's leg is flexed, resting on the other leg and hand are kept in front. Ardha Dhanurasana. In Ardha Dhanurasana, the person stretches one leg near the ear whereas the other hand hold the opposite leg straight. Like this is a Vrikshasana in which the persons stand in one leg and other's leg is pressed. This is Akran Dhanurasana, Padmasana, pillar exercise, keeping the pillars in between the knees. These are the some corrective measures to correct the knock knee. Outward walking also. Next is flat foot. Flat foot is an abnormal condition of the foot in which the arch of the foot collapses. That is, the entire sole of the foot come into contact or complete contact with the ground. There is no arch in the foot and the foot is completely flat. The cause may be due to wearing wrong shoes, slippers without soles, standing for a long time, weak muscles of the foot, body weight if the person is overweight, etc. And its corrective measures is by doing Tadasana. By doing Tadasanas, first standing, in this the persons slowly rise the heel while standing and the body is balanced over the toe. of wearing special shoes, good quality shoes of arts, walking on sand, regular running, good quality shoes. The person has to wear a good quality of shoes with inner curve, and pressures over the foot, putting pressures over the foot, writing with the foot, etc. Next is bow leg. Bow leg, it is the opposite of knock knee. In knock knee touch each others, but in bow leg there is a wide gap between the knees. The leg take curved shape. Okay, in bow leg the leg bend outwards, and there is a the leg bend outward, and there is a wide gap between the knees. The cause and put lack of pressures over the lateral edge of the foot, and the cause of the bow leg may be due to deficiency of vitamin D, calcium, early childhood walking, if the child walk early, obesity, overweight, default footwear, etc. And its corrective measures by doing Dhanuasana, Earth Chakrasana, God Asana, Earth Mastendra Asana, walking inward, or wearing a special shoes. These are the some exercise to correct the bow leg. Next is kyphosis. Kyphosis, it is a posture deformity. Kyphosis, it is also known as round shoulders. In kyphosis, the thoracic case and cervical spine bend forward. Okay, in this your cervical spine and thoracic case bend forward. Therefore, it take the shape of round, and the cause may be due to overweight. It cause hump at the back. Thus, our shoulders come forward. Our neck is drop forwards. Our body weight is shifted towards the heel, and our body weight shifted forward. This is the kyphosis. Okay, kyphosis, abnormal curvatures of the spine. Our thoracic case and cervical spine bend forwards. Our body weight is shifted forwards and cause lot of pressures over the toes. It is due to the overweight, heavy weight. Okay, if a person is overweight, if the person is overweight, weak muscles of the chest, shoulders, wrong postures while standing, writing, carrying overloaded school bag by the children, etc. And the precaution should be taken, like one should do regular exercise, take a proper balanced diet, correct sitting, standing postures, etc. Round shoulders, it is in round shoulders, our shoulders become round, and sometimes they are projected forward, that is shoulders are bent forward, our head is dropped forward, the chin is downward and the head is bent forward, and the cause may be due to the weak muscles of the chest, shoulders, wrong posture habit during standing, sitting, writing, overweight, etc. And its corrective measures is by doing the backward bending exercise like Chakrasana, Dhanuasana, Bhujangasana, Ustasana, reverse sit-ups, holding hands backward, or chakrasan, etc. Okay, by doing the backward bending exercise, we can correct our round shoulders. Next is lordosis. Lordosis, it is the opposite of kyphosis. In lordosis, it is the problem of lumbar spine. In this posture deformity, the lumbar spine is bent forward beyond its normal levels. Therefore, the abdomen is ahead of the body and the shoulders come outward and sideward. Our body weight is shifted backward and there is lot of pressures over the heels. This problem is also known as hollow back. It causes back pain, and the cause may be due to weak abdomen muscles, overweight or obesity, sedentary lifestyles, etc. Corrective measures are by doing the forward bending exercise like Paschimottanasana, Halasan, Halasan, Paschimottanasana, forward bending exercise, Trikonasana, stoop walking, etc. These are the some corrective measures to correct the lordosis. Next is scoliosis. Scoliosis, it is the problem of spine in which the vertebral column is bent sideward. That is, one shoulders come downward and the other shoulders is rise up. Therefore, the body weight is shifted sideward and it causes lot of pressures over the one side of the foot. And the cause of scoliosis may be due to the difference in leg length. If the length of the leg is different, undeveloped leg or backbone, lifting lifting weight toward one side of the shoulders due to disease of the bone exercise. And the corrective measures are by doing the reverse bending exercise like a chakrasan, trikonasana, tarasan, chin up, etc. Next is sports participation. Sports participation of women in India. Women participation in sports has a long history. It has been understood that man is for market and woman is for home and family. Women, it is a history marked by division and discriminations, but also one field with major accolades by females athletes. Women were often perceived as being too weak for the sports activity, and it was often argued in the past that sports are harmful for the women's health. Therefore, women are not allowed in the sports. But in the ancient Olympic Games, women were not allowed to participate. But in modern Olympic Games, women has been participate. Except in first modern Olympic Games, new rules and regulations are also made for the women, etc. Today, the modern society has accepted the women participations in sport. Women also, it is game and sports. Sports benefit the health of the woman and also benefit the society to a great extent. Some the reason for less participation of women in India are due to time constraint. That is, women find less time for the sport due to their domestic work, due to their kitchen work like cooking, etc. Social harassment, the attitude of society towards the woman is negative. Therefore, women does not participate in sports. Um, Lack of infrastructures for the women, absence of skill. There are very few coaches available to teach the skill of the sports to women, lack of educations among the women about the sports, lack of interest of spectators, and no coverage of, of women in sports. Lack of motivations, women are not motivated to participate in the sports. Overburden of household work. Look at here. First, wrong socials and culture traditions. In India, there are various traditions, and Indian society is male dominate. Male dominate the woman. Lack of family support. The family does not support the woman to participate in the sports. Lack of finance in game and sports. For participation in game and sports, equipment is required, training fees, etc. Due to which women participation is less. Overburden of household work like cooking, cleaning, caring of children, etc. Sexual harassment in India. Women face lot of sexual harassment when in public. Lack of motivation. Women are not motivated. Rather, they are discouraged at institution to participate in the sports. Poor facility for girls. In India, there are poor facilities. Moreover, there are less codes for women. Lack of girls' safety. As a safety measure also, women are not participate in the sports. Lack of media support. Media does not support the women. Lack of girls' educations. Girls is one of the factors for less participations. Poor implementations of government policy. There are various policy for the girls, but they are not implemented properly. Thus, it is discouraged girls' participation in the sports. These are the some reason for less participation of women in sports, and it can be encouraged by building confidence in a woman. We should develop confidence in a woman. Female role models should be highlighted so that by seeing them, the females should be motivated to take part in the sports. More time and facilities should be given to women. Women should be aware regarding the benefit of sports like job, opportunity, personality development, etc. Better safety measures to be implemented. Attitude of the spectators towards the women should be motivating. Equal importance should be given to the female in sports. These are the uh, some methods to motivate to increase the women participation in sports. Next is menarche and menstrual dysfunctions. Menarche, it is the beginning of menstrual cycles or the first menstrual bleeding in female. Menarche is the sign of growing up of child and becoming a woman. It is usually occurs between 10 to 15 years of age, and it varies in females due to their biological factors, geneticals, environmentals, and nutritional factors. The cause Cause of early the cause of early menarche is due to the increased incidence of childhood obesity. If the child is obesity, then the chance of menarche is more. Low birth weight, if the child weight is very low. Exposure of smoking, children's not providing breastfeeding, etc. These are the cause of early menarche. And the lack of exercise, inadequate diet, family conflict causing stress over the girls, etc. And activities, what activities the girls should do during this period. At this period, the menarche, it is a normal physiological and anatomical phase in female. The research has proved that female can participate in moderate physical activities without any complications, whereas heavy training schedules or physical activities should be participated with proper care, participate with care of personal cleanliness, hygienical factors, etc. This is about the menarche. Okay. Next is menstrual dysfunctions. Menstrual dysfunction means irregular menstrual cycles. It is a disorders or irregular conditions in women menstrual cycles. Menstrual dysfunctions can be defined as abnormal bleeding during menstrual cycle, that is in the absence of intracavity. Most usually menstrual cycles occurs after every 22 to 35 days, and it flow lasts for 3 to 7 days, and it continue for 3 to 7 days. The amount of bleeding varies due to varies. Some have less, some has high, etc. Premenstrual syndrome. During menstrual dysfunctions, most of the women complain about breast pain, back pain, headache, fatigue, tiredness, constipations, depression, etc. It is due to the flow of blood. Due to the blood flow, the irons in the blood reduce. Therefore, the chance of anemia also increase. And the treatment for severe uterine bleeding may include hormonal therapy, etc. Next thing, what activities should be done during menstrual dysfunctions. Menstrual dysfunction, it is a normal physiological phase in females. The research proved that the female can participate in the women. Girls, they can participate in the physical activity also. Participate in light to moderate physical activity without any complications, whereas heavy training schedule of physical activity can be participated with care of personal cleanliness and hygienic. Next is female athlete trait. Female athlete trait, it is a group of three things. Okay, female athlete trait, it is a group of three things, that is first trait factors, disorders eating. Second trait factors, that is amenorrhea. And third, that is osteoporosis. This is the female athlete trait. Female athlete trait, it is a syndromes of females in which eating disorders, amenorrhea and osteoporosis are present, and also known as trait. This condition is seen in female participating in sports that emphasize leanness or low body weight. The trait is a serious illness with lifelong health consequences and can be potentially be fatal. Female athlete traits like first trait like eating disorders. Most girls want to lose weight as a way to improve their athletic performance. The disorders eating that accompanies female athlete traits can range from not eating enough calories to keep up with energy demand to avoid food containing fat, anorexia nervosa, or bulimia nervosa. Bulimia nervosa, it is a eating disorders in which characterized by recurring being eating followed by compensatory behavior such as fogging. Eating, first they eat and then vomit the food to avoid the weight gain. Eating and then vomiting. Anorexia nervosa, this is eating disorder characterized by food restrictions. And say only thinking, they only think about the food, dieting and body weight all the time. Okay. Anorexia nervosa, this eating disorders is characterized by food restrictions and irrational fear of gaining weight as well as distorted body self perception. Second trait, that is amenorrhea. Amenorrhea means in these factors athletes perform intense exercise and not eating enough calories. Okay, they only do heavy exercise but they don't eat enough calories, by which hormones level decrease, which cause stopping of menstrual cycle. There will be the irregular menstrual cycles is for more than 3 months. And last trait, that is osteoporosis. Osteoporosis, it is the weakening of bones. The bones become weak due to the loss of bone density and improper bone formation. This is about the female athlete trait.